Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, it seems Ubisoft is back up to its, sexist, propaganda again, or their sexist, training, because, apparently they're only hiring females and non-binary people, but they're not hiring any men. So, obviously, this is a huge violation of the Civil Rights Act of 1965, but what do I know, right? I'm just a simple man that's just reading the news and apparently doesn't know anything about the Civil Rights Act. But, it seems Ubisoft is not getting the memo, and it looks like they're from Ontario, Canada, so they might not be too familiar with, American law, but they should probably study up a bit more on that. But there is a bit more interesting stuff as well. We have this from Insider Gaming saying, Ubisoft stock tanks to 10-year low after lukewarm Star Wars Outlaws launch. Yeah, because Star Wars Outlaws was an abomination of a game. Released pretty much broken, and another thing as well, they released a patch. They dropped a patch that pretty much erased everybody's save. So if you played for 5 or 6 hours, or God forbid, 10 to 15 hours, your save is just, completely gone. It's bye-bye. Or otherwise, if you didn't do that, you would just be stuck in a game that was forever broken because Ubisoft can't make any good games anymore. So, yeah, there's that. So, again, we're going to be going to that dark place saying similar things here, saying Ubisoft stock price dropped 7% as company faces pressure from investors to take company private and Star Wars Outlaws sales are soft. Ubisoft, the company behind Star Wars Outlaws, X-Defiant, Assassin's Creed, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, saw stock price drop 7% in a single day as it faces pressure from investors to take the company private, as well as reports of soft sales for Star Wars Outlaws. The stock price has fallen to a low £13. I think that's how you would have pronounced it. Would be. Specifically, it fell over 7% in the past day. According to Yahoo Finance, the stock price has declined over 16% in the past 5 days. It is down over 41% in the last 3 months and nearly 30% in the last 6 months. In the last year, the company's stock price is down over 50%. Man, that is bad. In the last 5 years, it has declined over 81%. If I'm a company and I see my stock just dropping year after year after year, I'll be asking myself, what are we doing wrong? What is going on in the actual market? What is it, like? How bad is the economy and stuff like that? Because I want to be asking these questions. Why is our stock going down? And if I find the root cause that the people that's causing this is the games, well, perhaps I'm going to make a giant shift into the games and asking to my people that are making them, okay, guys, what is going on? Why is our stocks down? What games are you making? And, correct that issue. So, it says the most recent stock drops in the wake of Star Wars Outlaws reported having soft sales, as well as the Slovakian investment firm AG Investments urging the company to go private. So, it's not even doing that great either. So, again, now we have this here. Now, this is the Ubisoft criteria, eligibility criteria to be exact. Who is eligible for a job at Ubisoft and who is not. And of course, this is from Vardark saying Ubisoft has opened their development at Ubisoft program to provide mentorship opportunities for women and non-binary individuals in the industry. In May, Warner Bros. Games announced a near identical one. Both exclude men. So, what we have here is we're going to be going over it exactly. This is the Ubisoft program. At Ubisoft, we want to build the most creative, diverse, and exclusive teams. And that's exactly what Develop at Ubisoft is all about, empowering and supporting underrepresented genders. The program provides mentorship opportunities for women and non-binary individuals, students, or fresh graduates with less than 2 years of experience. Interested in video games to develop their skill set in game design and programming? We want to empower you to learn, grow, and become the very best developer that you can be. This mentorship program is accessible to aspiring talents in multiple countries, including Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Italy, Vietnam, and the USA. So, it says, join us at Develop at Ubisoft and embark on a transformative journey toward a more diverse and inclusive future for the gaming industry. It's not very inclusive, Ubisoft, if you're excluding men from being at your company, but what do I know? I'm not really a sexist. So a mentorship program with more people playing video games than ever before. It is important for us to help build an exclusive entertainment industry that reflects the diversity of our players. With this mentorship, we have an exciting opportunity to support talents from different backgrounds, bringing fresh perspectives and new ideas, except if you're male. The selected candidates will create a project based on predetermined theme and will be mentored by a Ubisoft expert over a fixed period from November 2024 to March 2025. Specific timelines may vary by location. And the eligibility criteria is, to be eligible, you must identify as a woman or a non-binary individual. Well, that's fun, Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure everybody loves that. 18 years old or older, currently attend or have graduated in or after spring 2023, have less than 2 years of professional experience in game design or programming in video games, be legally entitled to work in the country where you are applying, apply to owning one location, submit an individual entry, team entries will not be considered. Specific to Toronto, must reside in Ontario, are currently attending OR, have graduated from Ontario post-secondary school or earlier than spring 2023. So, yeah, that's what's going on here. So, let me put this in perspective here, guys. The big one here is identify as a woman or a non-binary individual, which means you either have to be non-binary, which means you can't identify as a male, or female for that matter, and you're allowed, or if you're a woman. But if you're a male, screw you males. You don't deserve to be part of our company. We hate you, and we discriminate against males, and that is against the 1965, Civil Rights Act. But they don't follow that because they're apparently in Ontario, and I don't think Canada caters to very friendly to males because I'm pretty sure they would be burned to the crisp if this was allowed here in the U.S. But this is the reason, and it's just not going to great because if we go to this here, guys, if we do the Ubisoft stock here, we'll find out very quickly. Oh, they're up today. Oh my. But if we go to the past 5 days, it's like a crater. It craters down so hard, it's almost like the next coming of Christ. So, it ain't going good. Yeah, sure, they might be up 0.10% today, but I see this rapidly falling as we speak here, and it ain't doing too great. So, yeah. And again, this company is in a free fall of death spiral. I want this company to go bankrupt. I want this company to completely collapse. I don't even want them to exist here. So, yeah. But Ubisoft is getting its just desserts. It's crumbling under the pressure. And, it's just not going too good, right? It's just not going too good. And, just maybe, I see the fall of the great company Ubisoft in the next couple of years or so. Maybe even a couple of months, because if they keep up this trend, it ain't gonna be too great. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.